The most ridiculous thing my stepmother ever did was serve 2 cakes at Christmas, one for the real kids and one for me. When I was 14, my mom married David. I remember being excited about it, or at least I was trying to be. He seemed nice enough, and his 2 kids from his previous marriage, Joshua and Lily, were okay. Not close friends, but we got along fine. I thought this was going to be one of those feel-good, blended family stories you see in movies. I was naive. That first Christmas after the wedding, I remember waking up with genuine anticipation. My mom had always made Christmas special for us, not just the presents, but the whole day. The decorations, the music, the cooking. I was hoping this year would be different in a good way. More people, more noise, more family. My stepmom, Rebecca, had taken over most of the Christmas preparations. She seemed enthusiastic about it, which I thought was great. She was always organized, always had a plan. When my mom asked if she needed help with anything, Rebecca had politely declined. She wanted to do it all herself, she said. She wanted to create memories. I was setting the table around 3 in the afternoon when she brought out 2 cakes. 2 completely different cakes. One was this gorgeous 3-layer chocolate masterpiece with gold leaf details and fresh berries. Absolutely stunning. The other was a small, plain vanilla sheet cake from what was clearly a grocery store box, maybe decorated with a few sprinkles. Joshua, Lily, and I will have this one, Rebecca announced cheerfully, gesturing to the beautiful cake. And you can have this one. The room went cold. My mom's face did something I'd never seen before. My stepdad looked at the table like it had personally offended him, but Rebecca was already moving on, completely oblivious to what she'd just said, what she'd actually revealed about how she saw me. "It's what you like, isn't it?" she said, almost defensively when she caught my mom's expression. Plain cake. Simple. But that wasn't the point, and everyone in that room knew it. I didn't cry. I was too old for that, or so I thought. I just shut down. I moved through the rest of Christmas like a ghost. I ate my plain cake in my room. I barely spoke to Joshua and Lily, and for months afterward, I couldn't look at Rebecca without feeling this sick, twisting feeling in my chest. Here's the thing, though, and this is what I want to tell you if you're in a similar situation. That moment broke something open that needed breaking. My mom finally had the conversation with Rebecca that should have happened before the wedding. My stepdad got involved, and Rebecca, who I'd written off as intentionally cruel, actually broke down. She explained that she'd been so anxious about being a new stepmom to me, so terrified of overstepping, that she'd convinced herself I didn't want her efforts. She made the cake separately because she thought she was respecting some boundary that didn't actually exist. It was the most backwards, hurtful logic I'd ever heard, but it came from insecurity, not malice. We didn't magically become close after that, but we started talking, really talking. The following Christmas, Rebecca asked me what my favorite cake was. I told her chocolate with raspberries. She made it, and made smaller versions for everyone, including Joshua and Lily. We all had different cakes because we all had different preferences. That felt revolutionary somehow. Looking back now, that moment with the 2 cakes taught me something about pain and misunderstanding. It showed me that people can hurt you without meaning to. That intention doesn't erase impact, but that willingness to do better matters enormously. Rebecca became someone I actually respect, not because she's my stepmother, but because she listened when it would have been easier to dismiss my hurt. Christmas means something different now. It means the whole messy, complicated process of becoming a real family. And yeah, sometimes the desserts are still different, but now it's because we're celebrating what makes each of us unique.